Going on, everybody? Leah from 73 here. Yes, I know I'm jamming out the videos right now, but I'm doing it for a reason. I'm jamming out these videos because I am about to go and oh, look at that. My glass is about to break. I'm about to go out of town. Well, go back to Freedom Acres. And I wanted to make sure I got a lot of stuff here taken care of and talked about while I'm still here at Easley Island. One of those things that I want to talk about today. And hey, my Renaissance grandma, and that's why I'm coming on so early. I think, what is it, like 12 o'clock or whatever? But this is what I want to talk about. Hold on. I really want to, I really want to be able to see y'all. My glasses are broke. So give me 2 ticks. There I am. Okay. This is something that I want to talk about. Okay. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Live Farm 73 here. It's good to see everybody in the house early it's not morning no more, 1 o'clock. Wow. Okay. The time is it me or does it seem like the time is moving faster? I know that sounds crazy. And I'm going to say something else. I don't think it has anything to do with my age. Am I the only one that feels like time is going faster? And I'm not talking about the season, like, summer went fast. No. I'm talking about, I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. It's like I wake up every day about 5:30 in the morning. And the next thing you know, it's 7 o'clock at night. And I can chart down all the things that I got done. And I'm a very busy person. If y'all know me, right? And it's like, it seems like I can't get things accomplished, not because I'm tired, not because I'm aging, not because I'm unhealthy. It seems like I can't get things done because there's never enough time. Like, I don't care what time of the season it is, summer, winter, spring, or fall. In the last I'm going to say good 5 years, it feel like you can't get anything accomplished because it's already time to go to bed as soon as you wake up. For the people that's still working, you'll go to work and get off and literally go straight to bed because the car ride home from work was like your only free time. Am I tripping? So by the time you get home, you get home from work, you eat something, and you might shower, but then you become unhealthy because now you got to go straight to bed and you laying on a belly full of dinner and greasy crap or some fast food, and you wake up feeling like crap. It just seems like it's not enough time to accomplish anything. For the people that's working, I really feel bad for you. I'm retired, if you will, but man, I can't get nothing done. And everybody say, well, Larry, that's because you always on the YouTube. Man, YouTube is voluntary. That's just like going to do Uber Eats or something. YouTube and social media is a voluntary. Nobody is calling me and telling me why am I late for my job. So I just had to put that out there into the air because yes, people keep saying on my comments too. It seemed like time is moving faster, and it almost sounds like a conspiracy theory thing. It's not. My wife even said it, and she don't believe in none of that crap. So, okay, let's get on with the show. With everything going on today, I want to say hi to everybody that I missed. Hey, everybody, what's going on? I want to say this. Okay. Guava. With everything going on right now, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to let you answer it before I open my mouth. I'm going to let 20 people answer this question before I open my mouth and start talking again. Here's the question. With the things that's going on today, do you think it is impossible right now? Do you think it's improbable that somebody won't come to your door and you need to be gone in 15 minutes? Do you think that that won't happen to you right now, like today? Do you think that nobody's going to come to your door? How you doing? This is such and such with such and such agency. You need to leave your home immediately. Right now, head east, head west, head north, head south. Right now, you have 15 minutes to evacuate. Do you think that that's still ridiculous? I'm asking, I'm going to wait for 20 answers. Do you think that that's ridiculous? Do you think that that will not happen? Do you think it's not happening right now? Let's hear it. And I'm talking about any reason. Flash floods, wildfires, political injustice. Do you think that that won't happen to you right now? Okay, Cecilia, that's highly possible. B. Reedy says it's not ridiculous. Erica says, heck no, not ridiculous. Let me see. Simply says not improbable at all. Okay. Dom says no, it's very possible. Deb says, I didn't say anything is possible. I'm saying, do you think it can happen right now? It's a yes or no kind of. Highly likely, Precious SoCal Gardner. Let me see. Who is this? Michelle Law, okay. Can happen to anyone. Will Burnett, definitely possible. Gratitude, I think it's highly possible. Okay, Sweet Enigma says no. Good luck to you, Sweet Enigma. Irene says everybody needs to get positioned. Okay. Zane says definitely. Greg Jones says led the way things are changing. It's not impossible. Okay. Katina Brooks says not ridiculous and something serious to consider. Bug out bag for self and pets. Allie and Danny's Healing Garden. Very, 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 very possible. I like your answer the best. Saint Anne says it's likely but won't happen to me. I don't know what that means. Talia Acree, yes, it's possible. Essence says yes, possible. Okay, we got to Cecilia already. We almost to that 20. I'm losing track, but I know I'm close. Shamira says yes, highly possible. Afro, okay. I don't know what that is. It's very possible and can happen to anyone. Get your plans in order. Okay. Let me see. Deb Elliott says possible. Okay, I think that's about enough. Was that about 20-ish? 20? It's 200 people, 240 people in the room. So all I was looking for was, kind of like 10% of that, right? So if you don't think that this is a possibility, like somebody said, no, they don't think it's possible, and somebody said it won't happen to them, I don't really understand what that means, and I'm not going to play around with that. I wish you the best of luck. If you don't think it'll happen to you, I really, truly do. I'm not being a smartass. I'm serious. I wish you the best of luck on your ventures, and I really hope it doesn't happen to you. I hope it doesn't happen to any of us. Okay? So now I want to ask another question. How many people are ready to go at a moment's notice, like right now, where you have food, water? I won't even say water filtration. You got food, a sort of water filtration, a change of clothes, and anything you might need. If you had to walk out of there, if you can drive out of there, you can almost count that as a bonus. You might want to have, if we have to leave here on foot, because as I'm watching the news, I'm watching all of these people walking back from one side of the country to the other, if you will, and it's thousands of people walking with their children, their elderly, the handicapped, trying to make it back home. Okay. All right. All I'm saying is, okay, let's get to it. How many people got a backpack right now ready to go? Right now. We can stop with the calling it a bug out bag if that make you feel some certain type of way. We can stop calling it a get home bag and all this other terminologies that people can't keep track of. Do you have a backpack or a wagon filled with things that you can survive on the go with? Do you have that? This is a question. And the people that are saying, I'm not going anywhere. Okay. Okay. The people that are saying they can't make you go. Okay. If you do not have something, grow with Nate, you said you have bins. Nah, you're not. Now I want to be realistic. Okay, my sister, you ain't carrying bins anywhere. Nobody is going to be walking around carrying bins, like Rubbermaid bins. Nobody. My Renaissance grandma says packed and ready to go. Oh no, you didn't say ready to go. You said packed and ready to go. Okay, I had to say that right. You can't carry a Rubbermaid bin from your car to your house when it's full of groceries. You can't do it. I'm not saying you won't try. Say, I know, going to move them out the bins for car. What if you're not able to access your vehicle? How about setting up your place like a fort? Your fort means nothing if they make you leave. If you have to, okay, maybe let me give you this other scenario. I know it's early in the day, and I know I'm coming a little hard. This ain't living in fear. This is living in reality, whatever Saint Anne. This is living in reality. This has nothing to do with fear. If a flood comes right now, you just gonna just kneel on your knees and pray to God. Good luck to you. This is not living in fear. This is living in reality. The reality is we have more than national disasters to worry about. And if you think for 1 second that you not doing your due diligence, God would approve, and all you think is to do is drop to your knees and pray, that's not doing your part. That is not doing your part. I'm going to be honest with you. You are dead wrong on that. it's almost like the law. And I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. You have to try. See, what you're asking for is just drop to your knees and pray. See, that's reserved for the innocent, like children that can't defend themselves. When they have to just drop to their knees and pray because they too little or they can't defend themselves. See, you are a whole grown person. So your job is to go out of your way to make that happen. And then God will help you. But you ain't just going to lay down and say, I ain't going to worry about it. God got it. You ain't about to do that. None of y'all is. None of you. The reason I'm doing this video today is because I was approached by a person I know and love, and they are just now trying to get themselves together. Just now. Yeah, I've had enough of you. We ain't doing that no more. Thank you, U.S. Navy. God helps those who help themselves. If you just sitting here fumbling around and you think that if you don't do your part, that God is going to come and put somebody in your life and take care of you and coddle you and feed you and give up their life for you when you wouldn't even give up your life or give up your energy to do what you're supposed to do. That's the sick mindset of people in some of these sick religions. You get in these religions and they fill your head full of garbage, and the next thing you know, you walking around thinking you invincible. That's insane to me. They bypass all of the stuff that they're supposed to be teaching you and got people out here thinking you walking around invincible because you went to church last Sunday. But they didn't stick it into your brains that you gotta do your part. You gotta do your part. Or the rest of it is null and void. Like, okay, let me take my tone back down. Here's one for you. You can also tell a person that says things like that is selfish. You know how I can tell a person like that is selfish? It's because you must not have any small children around. Do you think for 1 second that if you have small children, all you got to do is sit your butt down and say, okay, Lord, it's on you now. But while your children are in need, knowing good and well you can help them, you waiting on God to do it. God looking at you like, look, you supposed to be handling that. Let me stop that. Because I don't want to get into what people's weird religions, man. People are weirdos. If you don't, let me stop that. That's not what we're here for today. What we're here for today is this. Are you ready to leave? Yeah, like I said, Sandrina, you can put it in whatever you want. It does not have to be a bug out bag. It can be some luggage. It can be a gym bag. But right, Brent, that's the question we asking today. Where will you go? You have to leave. You were ready to leave. Where will you go? That's why I'm asking this question, and that's why this video is today. And I need to get it out of the way. If you have to bug out, if you have to leave, if somebody knock on your door and force you out, if a flood is coming, you got time to leave and you have to go, where will you go? We're gonna go a little deeper on this too. I need to make sure I take my notes, because we're gonna go a little deeper. Okay. Where will you go? So where that question, the reason I'm asking you that question is because if you have nowhere to go, you need to plan accordingly, right? Are you taking your bug out bag or your gym bag that's full of, gadgets? Oh, all right. Let me see. Sandrina says to the Red Cross. Okay, let's be realistic. Sandrina says go to the Red Cross. All of those places have been defunded. Before those places were defunded, they already sucked and were very dangerous. When you go into one of these stadiums, yes, it's a safe zone, but you're not fully safe. They are there to make sure you're alive. They are not there to make sure that you won't be physically or mentally abused while you're there. Because when they save you, the good guy, they also saved the bad guy. If y'all all hanging up in a tree from a flood, okay, they're not going to say who's the criminal and who's the physical abuser of women and who's the good guy that takes care of everybody and the good dad that goes to work every day and pays his taxes. When first responders get to you, their job is to save lives. Their job is not to sit there and ask questions of who's the scum of the earth and who is, and see, yeah, Sandrina, you close, you about there, okay? I'm just letting you know before it go down. You said get to the mountains. What mountains? And how are you getting there? If you keep talking nonsense now, all right? If you keep talking nonsense, I keep hearing all of that fake stuff. Run to the mountains. I know what the Bible say, but are you near some mountains? I bet you in the smack dab heart of your city in the suburbs. I don't care who else said it. The thing is, man, that's so fake. And look, what we're here to do is talk about reality. And reality is you're not by any mountains, are you? When people saying get to the mountains, where are they? What mountains are you going to? In what state? What city? How is your physical well-being enough to climb said mountain? Because the mountains that are spoken of in the Bible is at the tallest tip tops where no vehicles can climb these mountains. So you can just say, I'm going to Stone Mountain. That's not the mountains they talking about. So when I say let's be realistic, stop spitting out cliches that you've heard online and nonsense. We're talking about reality. Don't say I'm running to the mountains. What mountains? You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to be realistic to give people a realistic overview of what's going on. And then you know what, Pete? That's when people perish. People perish because they start living off of this nonsense that they got in their head. And when an emergency actually really pops off and happens, they try to implement or put to use the nonsense that they learn. And the next thing you know, they're the ones that's climbing up a tree, doing like this, hoping somebody helps them. Because when the first responders come, like, what were you doing? Why were you over here? I was heading to the mountains. What are you talking about? Why weren't you running that way? Away from the water? Because the mountains is that way. Oh, what? That's not realistic. That's not realistic. Let me show you something real quick, okay? This is what everybody should be able to do. No joke. Put your bag on and go. That's simple. If you can't carry it, get a wagon. If you are in a physical shape where you're, like, say you got a bad back or some bad knees, bad hip, whatever, you handicap, get a wagon. I know y'all visual learners like me, so let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Sorry, pup. I gotta use your wagon. Little fold up wagon. You know, this belonged to my puppy. So look, you can't carry your bug out bag, so pull it with you. Take it with you. And you even got more room for other stuff. And this is one of the smallest wagons that you can buy that just folds right up. You can pick this wagon up and put this and attach this to this bag if you wanted to. That's how lightweight this is. So I don't want to talk about the fake. I don't want to talk about the fake stuff. I want to talk about the reality. So if you don't have a wagon, somebody earlier said a suitcase. They got wheels on them. Somebody said backpack with wheels. Let's talk about the reality. Let me get my little fake table back. Okay. That ain't what I wanted to happen. Say a few years ago, some were talking about this, and that's when I got my survival's bag backpack, and I got one of those also to bring my groceries in. Okay. Let's see. Cecilia says they are sturdy wagons. Yes, they are. Sharon Jackson said, I slept in a tent 3 nights and 3 days with my son and Boy Scouts. It was life-changing experience. Yes, it is. Okay. Says bicycle trailers are also a good idea. Yes, they are. I showed that on a video for Hemingway bikes years ago. TLC in the guard. Hey, my sister says, even if you have an older luggage cart strap, that bag on. Yes, one of those old luggage carts, the little metal ones. I think that's what you're talking about. Absolutely. Tawanda says, it's land. Where it's a community over decades, it's land. I'm not quite sure I understand your statement. Okay, DS says, yeah, I got that size wagon. It's strong. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, my question, let's get back to the question. Where will you go? You got the bug out bag. You got the food. You got the plan. You got the gadgets. You got the gear. Where will you go? And somebody said that's what threw us off, to the Red Cross. I'm not saying don't, but just remember, in reality, they have been defunded and they weren't that great in the first place. Okay, I'm just saying. Everybody keep running to those stadiums with the Red Cross and stuff and thinking that, and what's the other one that be saving people too in the stadiums? Man, that's where people get got. After the storm is gone, that's where people really get violated at. Say, I'm ready, but honestly, I don't know where I'm going. Thank you, my Renaissance grandma. My Renaissance grandma says, yes, I'm ready to go. No, in your words, I'm ready to go. Yes, thank y'all. FEMA camps. Yeah, FEMA camp, they will save you. Yes, you have somewhere to go. But the reports of the people that's being violated inside of some of these camps and these communities, temporary communities, you made it out alive through the flood or the storm, but you're being physically violated inside of this place because nobody's there to help you or watch over you and make sure your kids are safe. They're just making sure everybody is alive. They're not patrolling and guarding you when you get there. Okay? Once you make it there, you're just there and you still on your own. Okay. TLC says, look at history and what happened after the Katrina in the stadium. You know what, TLC? That's exactly one of the things that I always keep in my mind, that reference right there. But it happens every single time, right? So I will say this. If you do not know where you're going, if you have to leave, set your bag up, your to-go bag up accordingly. In your bag, let me show you something. This is a visual day, okay? I can't do you a Laird Farmer field trip today, but I'm going to take you on a visual tour of everything I'm talking about. 1 second. Woo! Show me some love, y'all. Show me some love. I just ran all the way out there to get this just for you. Woo! Oh, the old gray horse just ain't what it used to be. Guava. Woo! If you cannot, if you do not have somewhere to go, you need to have one of these. That's a one-person tent. I have slept in this, and you can sleep in this comfortably. Okay? If it's just you, there's plenty of room for you and your bug out bag inside this tent. You can also, this ain't even put in here right. You could also attach this to your bug out bag because it's so light. It's so lightweight that it's not going to add that much weight to your bug out bag. Okay? So you will have a tent with you. They're super, well, I don't know how much they were now. I don't know how much they are now, but they were $15. Whatever it was ago, I got this 3 or 4 years ago. They was only like $12, $15. Okay? Keep one of these. I would set it up for you to let you see how simple it is. But let me make sure I don't know how much these are anymore, but these used to be $24. $19 to $24. Now that's a 3-man tent. That's a whole 3-man tent. So you can still attach this to your bug out bag and it's still lightweight and it won't take up that much. Are the inflatable tents heavy to carry? Yes, they are. And it depends on what size you get, but even if they're not heavy, they're cumbersome. So you won't be able to put them on your bug out bag. So if I said you need to put something with your bug out bag, shelter wise, you can get a small tent like that and carry it along with you. Or I can do you one even better. Always keep paracord in your bag, as much paracord as you can carry, and several tarps, at least 4 tarps. They don't have to be huge tarps, just a couple of 8x8s, or 6x6s. I say 8x8, 10x10. They cost pennies on a dollar. If you get I'm trying to remember what it was. I want to say it was a 5x8 tarp from Walmart. As of just a couple of weeks ago, they were still only $5. You put those tarps in your bag like I got in here, and you run that paracord and you drape that tarp over that paracord, and you take that paracord and pull out each end and make a A-frame, and then you put another piece of you put another tarp on the ground, and that's what you're gonna be laying on. Okay? So that'll get you out of the weather, out of the elements. And if you think just because it's not cold that you won't succumb to the elements, you're wrong. Because how many people now, it's still warm where you are, like me, but overnight, everything gets soaking wet from the dew of the day, right? So you wake up soaking wet, freezing, even though it's kind of warm outside. That's where people get sick and end up perishing from. Not because it's nice and warm out here. People perish in the desert because of that same thing. And you be like, how did they succumb to the night, not the day? Because it gets so cold, right? Hypothermia. And you don't even know it at a time like this in the South. Okay? So I want to say this. So set your bag up accordingly. That means if you can't carry it and you don't have anywhere to go, you don't have anybody to depend on, that means you need to take as much stuff as you possibly can to survive out here on your own. So I personally would suggest getting a small little wagon. I'm trying to pick this thing up. Get you a small little wagon like this that folds right up and it's super small and tiny. I'm gonna use your wagon pup. And it just folds up into nothing. It folds up into nothing. Right? And it's so light you can just put this on your bag too if you wanted to. Look. Okay? But now on the same tip, Poppy Mopey, bug out bag, 5-gallon bucket worth of food, beans and rice, couple tents, and man, go on about your business. And you ain't got to worry about being exhausted by this being on your back all the time. Okay? I'm just saying, so I got one more piece to throw at you. Now, this is all because of the things that's going on today, the things that we're seeing. This ain't overseas no more. This ain't happening overseas. We're not watching this happen to another country. The things we're seeing, I want you to stop. Let's stop. Goose fraba. Goose fraba. I want us to stop. And I'm going to bring this down to a lower volume to say this. The things that we are watching on the news and on television and on social media today are things that we've only seen in other countries. The fighting and the civil unrest that we are watching right now is on American soil. The crooked politicians that's doing weird stuff to the people, that's not another country. And I think that's the reason why we're so complicit, so complacent to watching it and don't really care. It's because in your brain, if you're in your 50s or older, you've only seen these things on foreign soil, besides the civil rights. Besides civil rights. We're seeing our very own people locking up our very own people. I want to say something else. Going to battle with our very own people, not criminals, not people that's unjust, not people that's lunatics. No, innocent people that's standing up to fight for their rights. We're sending the U.S. military in several branches of several branches to infiltrate our very own American soil. I don't know if that's getting through to your brains or not. The things that we see on television and online right now, and you see our men and women in uniform jumping out of the back of military vehicles with their weapons on the ready, that is not them deploying into another country. That is them deploying into the city of Chicago. That is them deploying into trying to get into Oregon. That is them trying to get into California. That is them getting into parts of Texas. Those are our own military troops attacking American military troops, attacking American citizens. So what we're looking at on the television and on the news and on social media right now, that is not another war-torn country that we are used to watching. And you know what we can't say no more? You know what we can't say as Americans? We can't say, woo, glad I don't live over there. Woo, glad that's not us. Because be real with yourself. For years, we see other countries going back and forth and fighting and maiming and destroying one another. And we be like, whew, thank you, God, for blessing me and making me born here. We look on television like none of them people got no sense. They've been fighting over religion for thousands of years. They've been fighting over territory for thousands of years, and they all the same people. They just talking about imaginary lines. They're the same race of people. They're the same kind of people. They're the same DNA, brothers and sisters and cousins and mothers and fathers fighting each other over fake territory. So all these years we've been looking at television and being like, boy, they show is stupid. Wow, that's ridiculous. They destroying their own beautiful land over some fake drawn line in the sand. And now look what we're doing. We're doing it right now. We're doing that right now, ourselves here in America. So other countries are looking over here like, is that how stupid we look? Is that how dumb we look? Wow, because they look pretty stupid. One of the richest countries on the planet, and they fighting over dumb stuff. That's us. So let's get to it. Let's get back on track. I don't want to veer off. Okay. Now here's the question. How many people are prepared? How many people are ready for, you're ready, you're as ready as you're going to be. How many people have even been trying over the last 5 years to get ready? Renaissance Grandma, come on in, I'm waiting on you. How many people have at least been attempting to be prepared? Like if something happened today, you won't perish as quick as other people. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. Like I can make it probably 30 days, 60 days. How many people are like, look, I can make it about 2 months. I got 2 months worth of gear with me. How many people? Please raise your hand because this is important. I can make it 30 days, lad. I can make it 30 days. I got about 30 days worth of gear and food and water, whatever. Okay. I'm going to ask a very, very uncomfortable question. That uncomfortable question is, all of you that's raising your hands and saying that you are ready for at least 30 days to 90 days, all of you. Even if you are ready enough for a few weeks, you're ready. You've been trying. The question is, with all the people that can count on you for the gear that you've been stocking and the thing, people calling you crazy all this time, and you overdoing it, you overkill, you're ridiculous. All of those people now are calling you because they need to depend on you when you can't even depend on them for absolutely nothing. You can't give me food. You couldn't give me water. If I needed help, you can't help me. This goes for family, friend, or foe. How many people are in that situation where your whole entire family is looking over at you side-eye like, yeah, if something pop off, I'm going over there, or I'm going to talk to him or her, because they always been talking about this crazy stuff. And here we are. But you can't depend on nobody else. Because everybody think that you're ridiculous. Everybody think that you're doing overkill, overboard, overacting, too unnecessary. You know, that's a thought that goes in my head like, if I'm not able to help myself, who can I run to? Who can I turn to? The answer is nobody. Nobody. But the funny thing is, everybody gonna be knocking at your door because they know you are the crazy one that's been stocking people. Len, why you got so many generators? Because I'm gonna need them. Why you got so many water purifiers? Because I'm gonna need them. Why you got so many gas generators? Because I'm gonna need them. Why you got so many tents? Because I'm gonna need them. Everybody thought this was crazy. Now everybody's shaking in their damn boots because this lunatic done crossed the line 450 times. It is to a point now. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Even if you voted for this nonsense, even if you voted for this nonsense, you gotta be honest with yourself. The line has been crossed, whether you was down with him or not. Like, now you are really worried that this is going to spill over onto your plate. Like, this will affect you. You haven't, even if you voted for this nonsense, you are still in your mind making plans like we talking about today. The question and the main question of the day is, if you have to leave, where will you go? Second main question of the day is, who can you turn to? Who can you turn to? Everybody. How many people that your whole family is looking at you? How many people your whole family is looking at you to bail them out of some bullshit? How many people? Your entire family is looking at you and they ain't worried because they know you got everything. You're the crazy one. How many people? Your family is looking at you like you're a weirdo, but if you hear a knock at the door, it's me. How many people? Okay. So in that sense, I'm not alone. I'm looking around watching all of this, and I said I wanted to do a video this morning and get it over with early. And I wanted to touch base on some reality, some real. And this is it. Says I started saving water jugs. For the future says I have 2 family members and 1 friend who listen and prepared. I have made clear if you don't listen, don't expect. Amen to that. Don't ask me for nothing. And you want to know what? You're going to think I'm being selfish. You're going to think I'm being stingy. You're going to think I'm wrong and evil and wicked for saying that. And you are totally allowed to have your own opinion. See, some people are working hard to pretend that there's something that they're not. And other people are working to try to impress other people that don't give a damn about nothing you're doing. And then it's us. I don't care what people think of me. I'm trying to make sure my family is cool when it's said and done. I don't care what nobody out here or on social media or in this real world think of me. It ain't paying me. It's not paying me. And if it all came down to it, if somebody did, let's stop playing the victim. Let's stop playing the victim. I'm talking about myself. Now let's talk about let's flip that reality just a little bit, okay? It's still the same, but we're going to flip it. Let's just say somebody is there for you. Let's just say if you needed some help, somebody is there to help you. They may be willing and able to help you, but they can't feed your wife, your 4 kids, and your dog. That burned, don't it? Say your neighbor tell you, man, you can always count on me. You can always depend on me. If something go down, come holler at me. I'm your dog. Come over here. He said you. He also didn't say how long he gonna help you. And he also didn't say you, your husband, your 4 kids, your pit bull, and your daughter got a baby on the way, and your son has a 3-year-old. He said for you, I would help you. Didn't tell you how long. He didn't say I'm going to feed your whole family. He said, man, if you need something, I got somewhere for you to sleep. If you need something, I got somewhere for you to lay your head. I got some food for you to eat, and I got a room for you. You. But I can't feed your whole family. I can't shelter your whole family. And then you got to put a time limit on it. Even if I said I can shelter your whole family and your pit bull and your baby, your daughter with a baby on the way, and your son with a 3-year-old child. Say, I said I will shelter them. The question is, how long? Because see, that's when the stank start. Okay, that's when you kick up some stank. I let you into my house, and I helped you, and I fed you for 2 days. Now it's time for you to go. Now it's some fights happening. Man, it's a war out there. You want me to leave? Not, man, this ain't nothing personal. I didn't say I'm about to have you all laid up in my house for the duration. I don't have enough supplies for you, your wife, your son, your daughter, your 3-year-old grandkid, your daughter is pregnant, your pit bull, and your goldfish. I don't have provisions for that. And that's where a second level of stank start, and then you just you helped a friend in need, and you also built an enemy all at the same time. You made an enemy by trying to help a friend that doesn't understand the extent of survival. You always got to be ready to leave. If somebody reaches their hand out for you and tell you they can help you, you keep in your head, it's always time to leave. Now, if the person is helping you says, hey, stay another day, then lay your ass down, right? Hey, you don't got to leave so early. Hey, sit down, relax. Y'all been on the road a long time. Get some rest. If they let you stay another day, go sit your ass down somewhere. But every day that y'all get up, don't get comfortable. Don't be letting your kids out to play all willy-nilly. No. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for the hospitality, but we're going to get up and try to make it on to another destination. Now, if day 3 come by, and he say, hey, man, listen, stay here for at least 7 days, all right? Get yourself together, get your strength up, eat something. Now you cool, but on day 7, get ready to leave. If that meant that when somebody is helping you, every day you need to renew that contract. That's a day-by-day contract. If somebody let you into their home and trying to help you, that ain't saying they just automatically you can just live with them till the cows come home. That means every day you need to renew your verbal contract, meaning you need to get your ass up every day and get prepared, your family and you, to leave. And if the homeowner or your friend says, hey, brother, stay a while, relax, I got you. I'll give you 7 days. I'll give you 3 days. You can stay here for 30 days. Now go sit your ass down and be productive and chip in. But see, that's not the conversation that people are having. People say, I got somewhere to go. Like me, I can go to my brother's house, right? Yeah. For how long? How much have he saved up? How much has he stocked up? How much energy did he put into survival tactics? We need to stop with the fake stuff and think realistically. When you finally get to a destination, the realization is, how long will you be able to stay in that spot? Now, let's talk about more reality. The other reality of that situation is this. Even when you go to one of those FEMA camps or a Red Cross camp or whatever, you can't stay there forever. When you're homeless and you got to go to a homeless shelter, you can't stay there forever. And there's some homeless shelters where you can only stay in that homeless shelter so many times a month and so many times a year. Like if you done stayed at this homeless shelter, let's just say 3 times in a month, you can't stay there no more this month. You got to give somebody else a chance that's homeless, right? So you can't call the homeless shelter home. So that's how we should all be thinking. Think of it on, this is totally 100% temporary. And you really don't want nobody, let me tell you this, you really don't want nobody stepping to you, family, friend, or foe, with these words. How many people, now everybody has heard these words before. So So when y'all supposed to be leaving? Cause me and the wife had plans to go to Acapulco or something, and you know, we're gonna be leaving soon in the next 2 weeks or so. And I was just coming over here to talk to you, you know, just to kind of see what your plans was, because we about to have a house painted and, you know, remodeled, have some new flooring coming down here. And I know you got this dog and these kids running around. And I just want to see when you was gonna go, so I can tell the painter and the construction crew when you gonna be gone, so y'all won't be in their way. Everybody has heard that speech. After somebody say, hey, come on over here, man. I know you in a hard way. Come lay on my couch, bruh. You good. You good. Man, my dog. Come on over here. Yeah, lay on the couch. You need a pillow, dog? You good? Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, word. Now, I'm gonna throw a personal situation at you real quick. There was a time in my life where I needed to lay on somebody's couch. And this person, my dog, man, come on, dog, man, you good over here. You ain't got to even ask, man. You ain't got to ask, man. Show up. You know what I mean? Show up, bro. We like that, boy. You know, we was raised from the dirt, man. You ain't got to ask me nothing, man. Just show up and go lay down. I ain't even got to be home, man. You can even make love to my wife, man. We so cool, you know, it's like me making love to my wife. We the same dude, really. That's how cool we are, bro. Came over here, laid on this man's couch for about 3 weeks. And then he started doing weird shit, like getting up 4:30 in the morning, hitting me with the baby boy, cooking breakfast buck naked and whatnot. Now I'm on the pull-out couch. And the kitchen is in eye shot of this pull-out couch. And this mug in here bucket naked with footies on singing, cooking Canadian bacon. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this up. So I'm half asleep looking like, hey, you good, dog? You all right? Yeah, what's up? You good? You want some of this bacon? Nah. No, man, what time is it? It's like 4:30, something like that. You gotta work or something? No, I'm off today. Where your clothes at? Okay. Now this ain't no hanky-panky stuff or nothing. See, cause he that dude. This ain't about no hanky-panky stuff or nothing like looking, you know, ain't no little sugar in this tank, none of that. This was that first sign of you overstaying your welcome. So I'm like, hey, bro, where your clothes at? Yeah, I always cook breakfast like this. And I'm like, you always cook breakfast naked? You know, if that piping hot grits hit you, man, I ain't gonna tell you how this works, because if you say you do this every day, you already know what grits will do to your flesh and what piping hot oatmeals and raisin will do to your skin with brown sugar. Man, who am I to tell him, man, go put some clothes on, man? I'm laying on this man's couch, right? And there was a time he told his son, you sleep in the living room, my dog gonna sleep in your room. So I'm laying in his son's little, what's that, he had one of them beds, what's the name of that? You got a friend in me, Toy Story bed. My big ass curled up in a Toy Story bed. And the covers got Woody and Buzz Lightyear and shit on there. I'm laying on the dinosaur pillow. And he said, yeah, man, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He had all them little squeaky toys around him. You roll over, you got a friend in me. You roll back over, throw the toys on the ground. You know, it was very uncomfortable, but I appreciated the hospitality, right? But he said, hey, yo, man, I know that bed kind of messing you up, man. I keep hearing them toys go off in the middle of the night, dog. I tell you what, you come out, sleep on the pull-out couch, and you know, I'll let Junior go on back in his room. I'm like, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Now, remember, I'm a real one. So I'm not the kind of dude to be laying up in people's houses all day. I'm not the dude to be waking up in my pajamas watching your TV with my feet up talking about some, oh, you got to go to work? All right, I'll see you later. That's not me. I wake up anywhere 5:30 in the morning, and I leave. I leave the house and either go find somewhere to live or go find something else to do. I don't want to be in your hair. I don't want to be in your space. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I keep all my luggage and my gear in my vehicle. I don't even bring my luggage and gear in your house. If I need to take your shower, I go out to my car, get my rag, get my towel, get my soap, and use your shower. I ain't hanging my stuff up in your house. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be a problem. I don't want you to ever say, whose shit is this? I don't ever want you to. If you don't invite me to eat your meal, I go out there and get my sardines, my crackers, because I don't carry no crazy food like ham and eggs. No, my sardines, my Spam, my crackers, and I eat with my spoon, my fork, my knife. So I don't even throw my shit away in your garbage can. Because I don't want you like, man, what's that damn smell, man? What you be eating, man? Got the whole house smelling like a damn old Western brothel eating them damn tuna fish and crackers and stuff, man. I don't want no smoke. I want you to feel like I am a shadow in the house. You know that shadow, every time the curtain kind of blow with the wind, you be like, ooh, thought I saw something. That's who I want to be if you let me stay with you, okay? So I knew it was time up when your boy is cooking. Now, Lord is my witness. My daughter will tell you. My daughter will tell you. Hey, Nan. Because I know y'all like, Led, there he go again lying. Hey, babe, Nana. She at work. Okay, look. So he cooking breakfast. Day one, you buck naked. Day two, you buck naked. And I'm like, look, man, you good, man? What word? What's up? Nah, I'm cool, man. I was just seeing where you know, I'm about to make me some Canadian bacon and some eggs and whatnot and whatever. But I wanted to see, like, you know, where was you gonna eat breakfast at? Man, he ain't offering me no naked breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Not that I wanted to partake, but he didn't even offer me no naked breakfast. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when he hit me with so where are you going to eat today? Where am I going to eat? Oh, got you. That means, hey, I'm getting about tired of you laying up on my couch. And it's about time for you to start, you know what I'm saying? You doing in my toilet or whatever, and you know, maybe I don't flush the toilet like you do, or maybe you don't like to flush the toilet and you like to stock up all your doo-doo turds and pee until the morning before you flush. I'm a one-time flusher, so I'm a flush every single time while I'm in your house. So maybe you like to stock up your turds, and maybe I'm not doing that right. Maybe I'm brushing with my left hand instead of my right hand. Something ain't gelling with you. You know what I'm saying? So where you going to eat? I get the message. You don't got to keep on telling me you don't want to be around me too many times before I fade off into black. So I'm like, oh, well, you know, I was going to head back to Atlanta today. Oh, for real? Word? You going all the way back to Atlanta? I wasn't until you asked me where the hell I'm about to eat breakfast at 4 in the morning while you buck naked with footies on. This my best friend too. I can't hate him. I love him. But that mug, this is reality. I'm not telling y'all about some fly-by-night friend. I'm not telling y'all about some weirdo that I met at work. I'm telling y'all about a best friend that I was born and raised with. Doing me like that. Like, hey, bruh. Like, for real, though? Man, what kind of cologne you be wearing, man? See, again, you thinking about that. You thinking about that wishy-washy stuff. This ain't that. Man, what kind of cologne you be wearing, though? Yeah, I don't be wearing no cologne. Oh, word? Man, what be that smell then? Like when you hear? You mean my soap? Yeah, I guess so. It'd be like in the shower or whatever. Oh yeah. That's Dial Gold Bar soap. The same soap we've been using all our lives, me and you. Now all of a sudden it stink to you or smell funny. I'm just saying it, but I don't be, I go in there and it be like, ugh, what's that smell or whatever? Yeah, it's just Dial soap, bruh. It's another little twang too. Oh yeah, that's called deodorant. You should try some. Because I noticed when you was flipping the pancakes naked the other day, mug, you didn't have no deodorant on. Yeah, man, that smell be killing me though, dog. That smell be getting me. Like I be waking up, have to open the windows or whatever. Over Dial soap and deodorant. What that is telling you it's time for you to go. And if you don't read the message through that, man, look, yo, man, you gotta go. When they start saying, man, that cologne you be wearing, I don't wear cologne. Something, man, you be smelling like soap. Soap. Dove for men. Unscented. Soap. Man, you came in here washed up and everything, you know what I'm saying? It was water all over the floor, man. You left water all on the floor or whatever. No, I didn't. I told you the other day that your toilet is leaking, bro, and you had something leaking under the sink. Now, I throwed a towel down there for you so it don't leak into your neighbor's apartment up under you, so you don't get in trouble. Now, that's between you and your landlord. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't even wash up today, sucker. Not here. That's neither here nor there. I'm sorry I made this video so long. I kind of went into my own mind. But I wanted to kick some realization to you about when it's time to go, things we need to be thinking about. We need to be thinking about, you need to have your gear with you at all times. You need to have the proper gear with you at all times. You need to keep your health in your mind. If you can't carry everything, if you have a handicap, if you are you have a disability, if you are of an age where carrying stuff around all day ain't gonna happen for you. If you at a certain weight where carrying things around all day ain't gonna happen for you. You gotta use your real brains. Buy a wagon, tote the stuff around. Now you gotta start thinking about where you're gonna go. You may want to put enough stuff in there and always keep in your mind that you are on your own. If somebody offers to help you, make a time limit in your head. This is a 24-hour offer, meaning if he tell you you can stay here today, be ready to leave in the morning. If he tell you you ain't got to go, you can stay. That starts that clock over again till the next morning. Every morning you should be ready to leave, right? Every day you should be ready to leave. Don't overstay your welcome in a survival situation. And that's something we ain't talking about. Everybody talking about the gear you need. We talking about the scissors and the knives and the gadgets and the solar power generators and battery packs. And we talking about all of that, but we're not talking about the reality of having to leave. Be ready not to wear out your welcome. And we all should be ready, even if you have somewhere to go and somebody told you to come on, you're welcome over here. Always be ready to do this by yourself. So your gear, I don't care. Your gear should include everything you need for you and your immediate family, meaning everybody in your household, you, your wife, your kids, your dog. That's what you should have in your gear for a sustainable amount of time. You should not be depending on any family member. Even if you can, you shouldn't be depending on any family member or depending on any friend or any cousin, any group of people, Everybody keep talking about we need to get a community together. Don't depend on no community, because in every community, there's always a traitor in the community. It's always one. So you think you depending on a community, and after a while, you start to realize, you know what, I don't like you at all. I tolerated you for a minute, but now I really know and prayed on it. I don't like you, and if we keep staying together, we're going to have a problem. It's going to be some sparks being flown if me and you keep having to be. So always prepare yourself like it's only you. If you have a community, if you have a place to go, if you have family to run to, do that, but always with the mindset of things may not go as well as you wanted them to go. Things may go sour. You may go into a community that welcomed you, and then they can't stand your husband though. And everybody now is like, your husband gotta go. Like, look, if you gonna be here, he gotta go. And now you got a dilemma, because all in your head, you always said, I can count on this group of people to help me. Yeah, but that group of people never met your husband. And now we around your husband, and I done pulled about 3 or 4 people off his neck, man. And that's going to make a quick decision of, you can stay, but he got to go. Ain't nobody ready for that conversation. Ain't nobody ready for that conversation. Like, okay, you mean to tell me y'all cool with me, but y'all don't like my wife? Damn. I'm not ready to be out here on the road by myself with just me and my wife. Now I got something else on your mind. Everything you prepared for was surrounded by this community or this group of people that you were like-minded with, but you never included your wife or your husband. And come to find out, they can't stand your spouse. They don't gel well, or they bougie and ain't ready to get dirty, or they an asshole. Let's not forget that. So, do I have any questions before I go on? I don't want to I'm going to make this an hour and a half. Okay, Sharon says, folks with toxic personalities need to get it together. That's way easier said than done, unfortunately. Do I have any questions? I'm waiting. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see here. I got a question here. Monica, you said, what's your plan? Are you asking me what's my plan? Monica says, what's your plan? Is that question for me? Okay, Veronica says, should women take self-defense classes? Do you feel like you can't defend yourself? I was going to go somewhere else answering that question, but I had to stop and really think and breathe on that one. Do you think that you are inadequate of defending yourself? Monica, you said yes. You're asking me, what is my plan? Monica, I'm going to answer your question with the question. What is your plan? Keisha says, heck yeah, if you can't defend yourself. Thank you, Keisha, because that's pretty much where I went with that. TLC says, TLC in the Garden says, don't base your plans on what others are doing. Do what's best for you and your family. Absolutely. Cecilia says, we will become targets. It's not just women anymore. Okay, well, they really ain't never been just women. But we all know now that men are on the menu just like women are. So us men, if you can't defend yourself, okay, take that, take that. Marlene says, how much longer do you think we have before it all hit the fan for real, for real? No running water, no lights, grocery or food. Marlene Thomas, if I could answer that question for you, like, no, I'm not going to do that. Is that a real question, Marlene? That's what I'm going to ask you. Is that a real question? How much longer do we have? Who do you think I am? Like, who do you think I am to be able to answer that question? I'm gonna answer it even in a better way. Anybody that answers that question is a liar and or a fool. It's not hard to answer. It's impossible to answer. It's not a hard question to answer. If you go to somebody and they tell you exactly when all is going down, because see, I see a lot of preppers on YouTube telling people you have 3 weeks before blippity blop. They are liars and fools. Every person that keep telling you that you got 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 7 days, 90 days, 1 year, have you noticed something about each and every last one of those preppers to do that? Nothing ever happens. They give you a countdown day of what's supposed to be happening. Something big is coming. Have you noticed? The something big never comes, but they'll get 1 million views on people because what they're doing is they're running their channel off of fear. Fear brings views. I don't do that. I talk about factual things that's happening now and the probability of them. I don't promise nobody nothing. Right, like the rapture people. Like the rapture people. You got 2 weeks, and then the rapture people. Okay. Okay, Terrence Atkins says, when building a community, do you agree with agreed upon leadership, delegating, and assigning community positions? Yes, I do. And here's the thing, that so-called community leader needs to be vetted as well. Like, who voted this leader in? Who said this is the guy we should actually have calling the shots and be the last judge and say so on all of our agreements? If this is an actual community, there should be not a dictatorship. There should be democracy in that community, meaning everybody has a say, and then we should all be able to vote on this. And if we can't come to an agreement, then we have to take other things into matter. So absolutely, there should be leadership in every group or situation, but there shouldn't be just one person calling the shots. There should be plenty of people that are, look, for instance, I'm the head of my household. We can start there. I'm the head of my household. I'm the king of the castle, right? What I say go. But if my wife lean over and say, baby, that's not fair, we shouldn't do that, and I have to lean over and listen to my queen's piece of advice, because I'm not the smartest man in the world. I'm not Jesus. So that means I make mistakes. I'm just a man. So if you can't lean over and listen to your wife and take her advice, or sometime even listen to one of your kids and say, hey, dad, no, that's not what that's for. That ain't what you should be doing. If you are not open to taking constructive criticism or advice from the people that you have a community with, you don't deserve to be the leader. That's how I see that. Okay. Let me see. My Renaissance grandma says, I just pray if I have to leave, I can find someone who will allow me to set up my tent on their land. Look, she like, I caught that, my Renaissance grandma like. Cecilia family and friends, about 20 people. Let me see. What's up, Rucker Homestead? Okay, let's see. Marlene says, just trying to get someone I trust opinion. You don't need nobody to trust for that opinion. I don't know how to answer that. You don't even need to trust any. You shouldn't even ask nobody. That should be a question you don't need to ask anybody. That's like, you think I should drink some water? I ain't had water in like 3 days. You think it'll be a good idea? I'm not really in the mood for water, but you know, maybe I could use some though. Some things you don't need advice about. Some things you don't need advice about. You understand? That's one of them. My Renaissance grandma said, we won't know the time or the day or the hour. Amen to that. Oh my God, Jesus. Okay. All right. So any other questions? We got 2 minutes. Any last questions? Cause that I'm sorry, Marlene, sweetheart. That shit I take self-defense classes took me out. I'm gonna let everybody else answer that for you. I can't do that. I'm in here going through my stuff and getting myself tightened up. That's what I'm doing. It's all right, Marlene. It's all right. Okay. What's your mind frame of dealing with this? I don't understand your question, Monica. What's my mind frame of dealing with this? Again, Monica, I'm going to ask you, what's your mind frame of handling this? Monica, you were the one that asked me earlier. I have no idea what the heck to do but survive. What movie did you get that statement off of? Is that Rambo? I have no idea what the heck to do but survive. Was that Tropic Thunder? So you saying you just saying stuff. You ain't a real person. I have no idea what to do but survive, sir. Come on with that bullshit now. Come on now. I done told you we having a real live stream of reality. Now, if you're gonna be quoting a whole bunch of damn lines out of a movie with that bullshit, now you go on about your business. Go on about your business with that garbage. Now, we ain't gonna do that. Come on, man. What is my mindset on handling this? And you have no idea what to do but survive, man. Y'all cartoons, man. Y'all fools, man, with that garbage, man. All these, you know what? I'd be embarrassed to open my mouth and ask half that bullshit some of these folks ask, man. Sometime, man, you hear real questions in this live stream. It don't matter where you go in this live stream, people been talking real hardcore stuff. Straight up, straight down. And then somebody come in with that. You should be embarrassed. Say, okay, I'm being real. This is how I think. And I never seen Rocky. You should. And if that's how you think, I wish you all the luck in the world with everything going on. If you can't get right, I can't help that. Listen to me real quick. I'm a YouTube content creator. You're very sorry. Yes, you are. You're very sorry. And I'm telling you this, I'm a YouTube content creator. I'm not a therapist. This, what you doing here, you need to go lay down on somebody's couch and talk about your childhood, because that ain't none of my business. Okay? You don't know how to read through the script first, read this chat first, and then be like, is this a dumbass question? Come on, man. If you ain't got right good sense enough like that, you don't need to be here no way. All these, that's like me sitting in on a CEO meeting in the middle of a bunch of millionaires and billionaires. And I say, hey, do they got hors d'oeuvres in this mug or something? Like, hey, y'all, nobody smoke? You got a light? You smoke? Where the Hennessy at? No Henny? Nah? Ooh, tough crowd. See how dumb that sound? These men is talking about millions and billions of dollars and investments around the world, and I'm asking where the dollars at? Where the Henny at? I'm trying to make it rain. See how dumb I sound? In a room full of millionaires and billionaires discussing the future of America. See? If you don't know how to figure that out, there's nothing I can do for you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You need to go find somewhere out and just go relax, lay down, and just ride this one out. You ever see that movie where what's his name, Morgan Freeman? He knew he was the president in that movie. Impact. That's what it's called, Impact. And he knew ain't nothing else he can do. He the president. Hey, go get your daughter and y'all go watch the last sunset at the beach and relax. Don't run. Just go sit down and get a tan. Some folks, man, y'all make my back hurt, man. Some folk, be quiet. And go, look. Some people, man, supposed to sit down, shut up, and take notes. You say, I'm out. I just understand and see where you were thinking. Don't bless me. You bless you. Don't bless me. I don't know. Don't bless me with nothing you got. Don't put your voodoo hoodoo on me. You go bless yourself. That's what go bless yourself. Leave me out of your nonsensory. That's some bullshit now. All these folks in here talking realistic, and you coming in here, where them dollars at? That kind of dumb bullshit, man. No, but listen, I'm glad that we see this tomfoolery, because I'm here to tell you the reason why you here watching me today and you really feel me, that's why we all here right now, is because you feel me. But these other people with this dumb stuff that's trying to veer us off track, those will be the people jammed up in a tree waving for the helicopters to come and get them. Everybody ain't gonna make it. Everybody ain't gonna make it, and you better get your stomach ready to see it's gonna be blood on the dance floor. Everybody ain't gonna make it, man. As bad as you want everybody to make it. Everybody ain't gonna make it because there's some people walking around with a squirrel brain in a human head. I'm telling you, it's some people that all they doing is running up trees and burying nuts. I swear. A squirrel brain. It's people running around this America right now with everything going on with a squirrel brain. All they know how to do is run up trees and bury nuts. They mind ain't wired to do nothing else and chase each other around the trees. They mind ain't wired to do anything else. Climb trees, jump out, bury nuts. Occasionally fall out the tree, end up as a splat in the middle of the street. It's some folks they ain't gonna make it, man. This is my question to you before I go. This is my question. Are you an alligator or are you a dinosaur? How many people get that? Are you an alligator or are you a dinosaur? How many people get what I just said? Because that's a lot of thinking that you need to put into that right now. Are you an alligator or are you a dinosaur? You a velociraptor? Because really, they're all dinosaurs, really. The alligator and the crocodile was back there with the velociraptors and the T-Rexes and all of that. They only focused on one kind of food. They only focused on one kind of lifestyle. Think about this about people. Either you got vegans and vegetarians or you got meat eaters. And these people don't like crossing the line. The meat eaters don't like eating salad and the salad eaters don't like eating meat. They're gone. The alligator was calm, cool, collected. He watched his time. He watched his heartbeat, slowed his heartbeat, and he was calculating and he was an opportunist when it came to food. Are you an alligator or are you a T-Rex? It's a lot of T-Rexes walking around us right now masquerading as alligators. You're not no alligator because you don't even know the simplest thing. You don't know the simplest thing. Everybody got this nonsense wired in their head from watching too much television. And they ain't even thinking about the reality of it. Some people just like to hear themselves talk. Like that person earlier, all they had to do to stop embarrassing themselves was to shut up. And by now, people would have forgot about me talking about them. Just shut up. You know what? If it was me, not only would I shut up, I would erase my comments so people don't track it back to me when they rewatch this video. I'm so embarrassed. Just shut up. Because sometimes, man, look, stupidity is contagious. Stupidity is contagious. Look, we was worried about COVID in 2020 or whatever. That wasn't the real plague. We were so worried about wearing masks. That wasn't the real plague. The real plague was stupidity. Stupidity. Everybody was like, I ain't taking a shot, yada, yada, yada. But some of these mugs, man, what do you got for stupidity? Can you set up a mobile trailer that give these stupid mugs something? Because that's what we really got a problem with. These dummies. We waiting on the net. Oh, it's a new mosquito giving everybody cock eyes or whatever when they bite you. I mean, you know. We always worried about the next plague, but we ain't solved this one. Dumb people. Dummies. Idiots. Morons. Poot in the bathtub and laugh at it. Stupid. You ever seen somebody just sit there and go to laughing? Like for no reason. Just start laughing. On the bus, on the train, on a flight. They ain't got no earbuds in. They ain't watching no video. They ain't watching cartoons. They ain't watching Three Stooges, nothing. Them some bitches are and be as serious as a rock the next second. But every blue moon, they go to cackling. Stewardess. Yeah. This guy over here, I think something is wrong. He keep on laughing, but he ain't watching no videos or nothing. I looked over, thought he was looking at his phone. He ain't got no phone. He ain't got no earbuds in or nothing. Is he watching a movie on the back of his headrest or something? Because, Lord, if he over there cackling like that for no good reason, please make the man in the back with the gun and the badge keep their eye on him. You know, you be riding a Greyhound bus and somebody back there, like, somebody back there stanking up the whole back of the bus to the point nobody in the back of the bus can breathe on the Greyhound. So somebody get brave enough to go to the bus driver, like, hey, man, hey, yo, this dude back here got everybody, man, about to throw up, man. Homeboy back here, man, that you picked up back there in London, what is that, North Carolina? Man, this mug about to go to stink. Me stinking so bad, man. Our eyes back there watering everything, man. These windows don't roll down, man. You won't cut the AC on. Man, look, at this next stop, man, you got to address that, man. Or we calling the police. That's what I'm talking about. These mugs, man, they don't know. They don't know they crazy. That's when people be saying, oh, I got OCD. You ain't got OCD. Or you know I got habits. You ain't got no habits. Because mugs with real OCD and real crazy habits and they don't think they have habits. The real crazy ones don't think they have OCD. The real crazy ones don't think laughing to themselves for absolutely no reason is a problem. If you got to always remind people that you got OCD, you don't got OCD. Period. That's just plain crazy what we watching here. We here talking about surviving. You think I should take me a self-defense class? I'm just asking, because you know how it go. And I said I wasn't going to be burning folks down like that no more, man. But listen, damn it, I ain't going to tolerate a whole bunch of stupid stuff now. I ain't about to do it. I ain't about to let you get away with that, man. That's like watching somebody, rob a bank and don't tell. Or watch somebody's house get broke into and don't tell nobody. You don't tell your neighbors who really did it. I seen who did it. I'm not going to let you get away with that kind of stupidity, man. I was a witness to this stupidity, and I'm telling you, if they bring me in the room, I'm a snitch. I'm snitching on stupidity. I'm snitching on it. You know what I mean? Good Lord. Let me stop. Shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no. That's a Rough Riders roll. I'm done for the day. Let me go finish what I was doing. Please take this to the beginning of this video before the foolishness started. And then look, let's learn off of this. Let's build off of that. Go get your bug out bag and get your gear just in case you hear that knock on the door for somebody to evacuate you for any reason whatsoever. Because that's where we are today. We are really literally being treated like what we've seen across the sea, in other countries for years. Now it's us. So be ready for that. I got all of our stuff ready at the door, in the way, but ready to go. Led, what's your plans? Like I'm gonna tell you. Who does that? So, what's your mindset on this whole situation? What? What are your words even mean? What does that mean? I have only one thing left to do but survive. Da-da-da! What is your words? What does any of this mean? This is not even real. What are your plans for this situation? Ain't none of your business. You're not invited. You should only be asking if you're invited. If you're invited, that's when you be like, okay, so what's our first move? Other than that, none of your business. What are you going to do? Hey, Les, so what are you going to do if the shit hits the fan? None of your business. Stay away from people like you. That's first and foremost. I can guarantee you that much. I can tell you that much. That little bit of my secret. Stay away from folks like you. Because them the ones be like, so Led. So exactly where you keep all the food at? You said you buried it or something, right? In the woods? What? You buried your food in the woods? Like you said you marked it? You got like a pirate map or something to go find the food in the extra supplies. Where'd you say you put it? I'm not telling you. See, I told y'all a long time ago, all that secretive stuff that me and all the rest of these content creators was sharing, that shit was over when they started low-key threatening us on our emails. I'm not telling you that. Hey, so I just got this in my last video. So, Led, where exactly is your land at again? I be forgetting sometime. Carolinas, California. I'm just asking, just so, just in case. What you asking me for? Ain't none of your business. That's crazy. I told you I'm not telling you nothing else with all these weirdos asking you where you live at and stuff. Hey, where you put all your money at sometime? You say you keep your money where? Y'all better stop answering people like that. I'ma say this, just in case you watching any of these new homesteaders, all y'all young, new homesteaders, and do me a favor, I never asked y'all to like, share, subscribe, or anything. I never asked you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel or my video. But I will ask you to do this for me. Send a message. Because I know all of y'all watch these new up-and-coming homesteaders, just purchased land, and all of this, and farmers. I know y'all watches them. Do me a favor. Go to them and tell them I said, Led Farmer 73 said, stop telling all these damn people where you live at. Stop telling all these people where your land is. Stop it. I keep seeing these videos. Now, this is a message. This is away from the video. This is a message to all you new homesteaders, new landowners. Stop telling people where your damn land is. Ask me how I know. And I got friends that can prove it too, because people keep showing up at their house too. Y'all don't know how real it get until some weirdos show up at your house. Stop it. I know you excited. You just purchased land. And this is so many of them. It's so many of these new homesteaders and new landowners that I can't keep track. It's so many of y'all. And you know what I see? I see that one flaw every time. That one major flaw that you will regret. That one major flaw is y'all keep telling everybody where y'all live. Y'all keep walking right past y'all license plate. Y'all keep walking right past y'all home address. Y'all keep walking right past your mailbox. In every video, all of y'all, I have seen where all of y'all mailboxes, all of y'all addresses, and y'all done told people exactly where y'all land is. See, right now you don't think it's a problem because you may have 2,000 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers or whatever. But one day, really it don't take more than that for weirdos to come out. But once you hit that doggone 50,000 subscriber, 100,000 subscriber, bing bong. Who is it? I don't know. It might be for you. Did you order something? No, some dude on the porch. And then some dude sitting there with his hand in his pocket. With his hand in the pocket, and it ain't no pocket. His hand is in his pocket, but the pocket is cut out. If you get what I'm saying. He got his hand in his pocket like, yeah, always wanted to meet you. Yeah, so, is your wife home? Wanted to see, like, what's your hand in your pocket for? What you doing? You reaching for a gun or some change? What did you look at? What are you digging for? Oh, you gotta go. Until that happened to you, until you go to your P.O. box and start getting pair of the drawers in your P.O. box. Everybody keeps saying, Led, you got something in your P.O. box. I'll never see it. Y'all don't know what it, unless I know you, I don't want to hear about it. Because the things that have been sent to me over the years in my P.O. box, P.O. box stands for pissed off. Because every time I go in the P.O. box, I got to pair somebody dirty drawers or something in there. Like, man, what's wrong with people, man? I'm scared to go to the P.O. box because I don't want to end up having to do the Brad Pitt. What's in the box? God, what's in the box? I don't want to have to know and do the Brad Pitt. What's in the box? Because that's how dumb it got. So I'm warning all of you new homesteaders, all of you new gardeners, landowners, and all of y'all farmers. Y'all new to YouTube, y'all new to subscribers, y'all don't quite know how this works, and you think everybody watching you is good. I'm telling you, ain't gonna understand until you get a pair of dirty drawers in your doggone, in your P.O. box or at your mailbox. Put cameras everywhere. Put cameras everywhere. And if they're trail cams, make sure that they are cellular trail cams. You need to be notified immediately. Everywhere. Everybody say, hey, Led, so what kind of cameras you use? I'm not telling you. So what kind of trail cams you use, Led? I'm not telling you. Where's all your cameras at? I'm not telling you. Are they all the same kind? I'm not telling you. Because people asking us these questions because they digging like, oh yeah, that's an easy one to hack. Oh, that's an easy one to hack into. No. Y'all think this is a game hey, you think it's a game till somebody start talking to you through your Bluetooth security camera like, hello, Sydney. You sit there washing up in the sink in your tiny home and you hear, hello, Sydney. You in the middle of nowhere. You in the woods like. You look at your phone to see if the video is on. You look at your iPad. What you wearing? You got soap on you? I'm not telling you. People crazy. Everybody ain't gonna make it, man. All I can say is prepare yourself to be ready for anything. But don't expect everybody to make it out of this. Like I told you before, some people walk around in a human body with a squirrel brain. All they can do is climb trees and bury nuts. That's their only life function. Everything else don't matter to them. Nothing affects them, and they just here to get on people's nerves. What do squirrels do? They eat your fruit. What do squirrels do? They don't just steal your fruit out your tree. They take one bite of it and leave it on the ground. They just dare to piss you off. Squirrel brains is here just to drive you crazy. They're just here to drive you nuts. That's all they're here to do. Squirrel brain. So, with that being said, and I know y'all know some squirrel brains around here. I know you do. Raise your hand if you know some squirrel brains. Like, you so dumb. Like, what is your function? Why are you here? You're like a mosquito. You're just here to get on people's nerves. Like, what is your real, true function on this planet? Like, what are you here? What did God put you here for? He put everybody and everything here for a reason. I just don't understand yours, though. You're just here to piss people off. Like, what is your real, true function? Squirrel brain. Your job is to make more squirrels, run around up trees, bury nuts until you get crunched by a car. That's your only purpose in life. Let me stop. Everybody, thank you for coming by. Hey, Bayou Sugar. What's up, my sister? I'm going to be over there watching you tonight. I was about to say looking at you tonight. I didn't mean it like that because that sounds like, hello, Sydney. No, I'm be over there. If you doing your thing tonight, I'll be over there to catch you. And I always enjoy you over there because, girl, you be tearing it up. All right? Everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. If y'all don't see me, you won't see me later today. But I catch you on the flip-flop because I got to get up out of here. All right? I got to leave town. All right, y'all? Squirrel brains, yo. Everybody, Leah Farmer 73, I love you, and I'm out. All right? Peace. Should I take a damn self-defense class? What's my thoughts on things today? Squirrel.